Hello everyone, how are you doing? I'm also fine. Myself Sanket Kumar and along with me Dushmanta, we coming back to a new topic, new series, confusion to questions? No. There are a few new things we came up. This time we are keeping you something thriller, something adventurous. Let me tell you something story. We were actually struggling to find a story about what should be our new topic for the next episode. And then we realized and we were trying to find out something new, we could not get it. I was Googling it. And then what happened, I landed somewhere which touches my heart. I found a picture of Himalayas and which reminded me, which is my one of my favorite pastime, or I would say my hobby or my passion, became a passion nowadays. It's trekking. 5 years back, when someone suggested me to go to trekking or go for a mountaineering, I was trying to understand why this kind of people go to trekking and trying to find that difficulty in their life, why they are trying to experience those experiences. And then, without doubting them, and with lot of question in my mind, what I decided to experience those experiences, those adventurous things. And then I just jumped in. Along with my friend, I just joined one of the trekking. I don't know, I was asking a lot of questions to myself and my friend, and there was a lot of hedginess in my brain. Why I should do, why someone is doing trekking, but I did not get any answer. However, I fall in love with trekking. I continued for another year, and then subsequent year, I went for 2 times in the year. In last 4 years, I have been to 5 times to Himalayas and smaller trekkings, and I tried keeping myself fit for the trekking. But the question it still remains the same: why people do that? Why they want to experience this kind of adventurous things? Why they want to put themselves into a difficult situation where they know this can be either side, die or come back. These are all a lot of questions where similar questions were coming in my mind while I was drafting today's episode. Coincidentally, I thought I should get the answer from my colleague Dushmanta. Dushmanta is a wonderful speaker about and resolving queries, and he has been a wonderful supporter for me. Now, today I want to understand his thought process, what he thinks about, and what is this actually the question answer going on my mind. What is that?
Sanket, I was patiently listening to you, your story, your narration. Then I observed a pattern. You are asking yourself, why? Why should I do this? What next? What will come after? Then one thing caught my attention. You know what? I believe you were curious to explore your unexplorable horizon. Let me put my understanding. Let me narrate one of my incidents. Yesterday, big Thursday, in my native place, people used to follow Thursday is the day of goddess, Lakshmi. People often worship like this is the day of the week. So these days, as intermittent fasting and so-called 24 hours fasting, people are very, very uh, doing, everything they're doing for fasting. So I myself, being curious one, like yourself, the way you did, the way you explored the terrain of Himalayas through the trekking, I did a little trekking in the form of fasting. So yesterday, whole day, I did fasting without any food. I was only with water. Then the point I was trying to get, the understanding I was trying to build, the curious mind was trying to get the answer. Research says if we do fasting, or if we are in the process of fasting, we can tap the creativity side of our subconscious mind. Initially, I thought, what's rubbish it is. But my curious mind told me, just try once. Then I proceed for the fasting process. You know what happened? One of the amazing things I learned yesterday was that there is a fine line between hunger and mind. Basically, hunger represents body. Your body is hunger, not your mind. When you separate two entities, your body and your mind, you can tap the untapped creativity side. Yesterday, with 24 hours fasting, I was rejuvenative enough, I was fresh enough to explore my creative side. Yesterday, I wrote a couple of things which I was procrastinating since days. So in my opinion, the way you narrated your story, the way you told why you did, why you went for trekking, I believe we all are curious to explore. If I tell about the originality of curiosity, children are the best examples of curiosity. If I talk about a child, because I have a kid who is 5 years old, this is the perfect age of representing curiosity. What do you say, Sanket? What is your opinion?
I agree. I was speechless for some time because you narrate so well about the word what I was trying to find out what was actually going on my mind, and you rightly said curiosity. And I agree that you said rightly that the age of 4 to 7 are the perfect age for questioning. But what happens to after that? We so-called adults are not asking the questions. We have been gone through the same age. In fact, all of us had asked so many questions in our school days or maybe before the school days. But slowly that is deteriorating. The questioning skills are going out. Why is that happening? And that's how somehow I realized that in our adult brains, the questioning or the curiosity gradually diminishing. And some point of time, I think we are going to the other side of positivity. Let me tell you some story from history. The typical Indian Eastern philosophy history, where I remember one of our native state, Odisha, there is a temple called Jagannath Puri Dham. And while this temple was building, construction was going on, the king has requested God to find a sculpture for his own uh, murti, I would say the vigraha we say in Sanskrit. So he found God himself told him that I will come to you and I will build that vigraha for myself. And he took a nice Vesh avatar, and then he came to king. Now king has to accept that, because in any form that God has formed himself, transformed himself, but king accepted him. However, the queen could not accept the old and the transformed avatar of God. So she had doubt. Now this person who was coming as a sculptor for the Vigraha for God, he himself came with a condition that no one should disturb him for 21 days. And after 21 days, there will be automatically, he will come out with the temple vigrahas, which can be worshipped and then carried out. Now, being an adult brain, she doubted the God's plan, the king's acceptance, and she lost the trust on that person. She opened the door after 7 to 8 days. And now the temple and the Vigraha, what we are seeing today, is the same form where the person or the God formed avatar has left out, and he left that Vigraha in the half formed way. Now, I'm not taking the mythology taking out, but think about this small curiosity or the distrust happened by the queen. There is a very nice saying, curiosity killed the cat. Always people see the other side of positivity, the doubt because of curiosity. But I see the other side because I have seen the positivity through my curiosity. I questioned myself and I explored, and then I got something which I explained, like my trekking. It became my passion. If I now get a failure or hint of there is a doubt in my mind, then I remind about the days where there is a temperature of -15, you don't have anyone to trust upon, and there is no one around you. Leave the trust aside. You don't have anyone to think about. And at that point of time, your own confidence, your own skills, your own trust in yourself, that makes you to leave and go ahead. That is the some kind of experience I experienced every time I went that path of trekking in mountains of Himalaya. I think you should believe in yourself. You should ask questions, ask within. Then you will believe yourself. I think I came to a conclusion like that. What about you?
No, I mean, you nicely put it, Sanket, about the other side of curiosity. When we hear about curiosity, our curiosity mind goes towards that side, exploring, inquiring, getting something to know about what will happen next with respect to positive connotation. But you nicely narrated about the other side with the humans. Let me tell you something to build upon. In this age, and particularly in this new normal, we call it as, we are locked down, quarantined. In these days, we are not going outside. But Sanket, you know what? We are curious what is happening around the world. At the same time, when we are quarantined in a single room apartment, we are curious about how we are behaving. The very essence of curiosity, the journey, in my opinion, is between pain to pleasure. The moment you tap positive side, the dopamine rush, what will happen next? The curiosity index, it will lead towards positive side, that is pleasure, that's the reward. If we talk about the negative side, the pain, the misery, the, what would say, anxiousness, if you use the wrong side, instead of using in the right way, asking the right question, asking the right person, but quote and unquote, there is no question is right or wrong. But the point is, For me, my definition of right or wrong will define whether I'll get pain or pleasure. In today's world, in this new normal, basically, we are, from the moment we are waking up till we go to bed, we are curious. What will come in the news? Why economy is going down? What about India-China border war? What about my work from home? How my wife is behaving? So the point is, these are all nuances. But if you make a clear-cut demarcation about how I'm breathing, what is my pulse rate, how am I reacting, whether I'm reacting or responding, what my inner being is saying, what about my intuition? These are the pleasure side, the dopamine side. So in my opinion, these days, we are not effectively using the curiosity index in the right form. Basically, in my opinion, curiosity has 4 legs. Children are curious. Number 1, stage 1. We became adolescents. We are curious, and we are jumping from positivity to somehow negativity because of the value system, the habits, the macro level habits we are building up. Then instead of inquiring, we are pursuing in the habit patterns. Then it determines in which direction you are seeking, whether you are seeking towards your higher nature, about your spirituality, about your career of upliftment, about your relationship, whatnot. So in my opinion, I believe curiosity has a lot to do to of curiosity is offering a lot many things. The only thing is how we the adults are taking it. What do you say?
Yeah, I like that. I agree that the point of keeping that curiosity from the childhood to the adolescence and to the continue that. And what I conclude, or I would say, summarizing from the thought is that stay curious, be curious, ask questions, and think about the positivity or the negativity, whatever comes in your way, but still ask questions. Most of the time, what I felt is that ask questions to yourself, retrospect. Some point of time, people suggest that you should not go to the past. If you don't want to go to the past, ask questions to the present too. Look within, and I think I will correlate to the point of the unexplorable part of your life will be explored if you are asking questions to yourself. You have to understand yourself through questions. So start questioning and stay curious, be curious.
I totally agree, because we the humans are curious. One of the thought comes to my mind. If you are not curious, what will happen? Because curiosity is the solution of ignorance. Albert Einstein once said, I have no special talent. You know what? I'm only passionately curious. That curiosity made Albert Einstein, what he was, because of curiosity. As you rightly said, if you are curious, you can explore the unexplorable. You can think unthinkable. You will do undoable. Why to think about the past or the negative? Life is far, far richer, enricher, or I would say marvelous. Why not to see? With your tone, with your theme, stay curious, be curious, because curious is the antidote of ignorance. Thank you. Thank you, Saket.
Very nicely said. Thank you for the nice thought. And let's close this today's topic with the thought that stay curious, be curious. Thank you, Dushmanta, and myself, Sanket. Closing this today's topic, confusion to curiosity. Thank you.
Thank you.